What's up, guys? Welcome to Wasted Space, and we are back on the Rim after a very long weekend of editing and putting together the finale of the group survival series. I hope anyone who watched that really enjoyed it. Certainly had a lot of fun making it, and it is now time to catch back up with Rimworld. Starting off with a few optimizations. So I want to move that and deconstruct it because it was taking way too long. What else do I want to do? This is a lot of stuff. Is this suggestions from your comments as usual? I'm going to seal this off further down here because I hadn't noticed quite how cold it was getting. Like minus 14, that's pretty ridiculous. So we're going to do that. I'm going to start building like a general social area rather than splitting stuff up. Try and get them to spend... Oops. Let's do that the right way around. Try and get them to spend as much time as possible in areas where they're socializing. So kind of focus everything in here, clear up the middle area so I can put down some more joy stuff, and just generally see if that helps things out. Probably tidy the base up a fair bit as well. I want to sort our defenses out too, because, what's this, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think that's going to be enough? I can't remember. Hopefully, avoiding the blast radius, but yeah, this is... They're not defending each other particularly well when they're that spread out. They get taken out one at a time. So hopefully this will try and help with things. Although middle of harvest time, and I think we don't actually have much steel either. No, we don't. There's stuff to be mined, but at the moment we don't have very much of it. So let's speed things up. How's the work side of things looking? Oh yes, of course. Of course, that constant ding 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 of people getting angry with me. So yeah, Jurgen was our tailor, and I don't think that's really required at the moment because we're going to be breaking down the tailoring bench. So that's fine. Ooh, hang on. What are we treating Kieran for? Parasite. You see, I am tempted, and I'm probably going to regret this down the line, to turn off meds for these guys with the parasites, simply because we're using so much on them. And it doesn't seem to be making any difference to how fast they're building their immunity or anything like that. It makes no difference at all. So, yeah, I figure that might be a good idea. Another thing that I kind of want to do is stop researching geothermal for a bit. Because this is taking forever. We're not getting chance, and it's not really going to help us much. Our power's all right. Stone cutting, however, would really help us. As would, say, hydroponics, so we can get it indoors. Properly indoors, not like that. And get them growing more efficiently the whole year round. Tube television, firephone, all of these things are kind of becoming more important. So starting off with a quick one, we're going to do that. And I'm thinking, because I don't know, how is our work restrictions looking? Yeah, Mick is the only guy doing research, and he's pretty unlikely to do it, which is why not much is getting done. I like the fact that this is all getting hauled nice and quickly, that's cool. But thus, I feel like I want another researcher, and I want it to be Addy so that he stays the hell indoors a bit more of the time. So we do need mining done, because we're so low on steel, but that might help things. Good to see that most of the harvest is being done properly, so these aren't actually fully grown yet. Because they're near the walls, I bet you. They get a slower growth rate because it's colder. Is that a thing? I don't know. For some reason, they are slower. Sorry, my voice is also a bit ruined after far too much talking this weekend. So, we ended up with 9 herbal medicine. That is not very much. Who else is in it? Oh, Jurgen's in a terrible mood as well. Is it still really cold? It is really cold indoors. And kind of ugly. So... in the base again? Yeah, in the base again. I feel like we should give someone a club so we can beat down Addy every time he goes nuts. Who are we going to use to lure him around this time, I wonder? Dragon, probably? He's going to see Dragon first, so yeah, let's get Dragon running outside. Yep, we knew that was coming. Come on, Mr. Addy. It's time to go for a walk again. No, don't shoot him. No, don't give up either. Come back here. Leave Jurgen alone. Fine. Jurgen can do the running away then. Oh, get off him. Should be some way of locking berserk people into a room so that they can't just come follow out. Come on. No, no, you're getting hit again. Right, now I should, at this point, be able to do that, and Jurgen will just... No! Jurgen was supposed to keep fleeing, but he didn't. Now he's just getting the hell beaten out of him. Now he's knocked out. What are you going to do now, Addy? Back inside and do it to someone else? You are an arse, sir. Dragon. Wakey, wakey. It's time to run. Mick. Addy's in one of his moods again. Look for a second there like Addy was about to shoot. Why do they try and run inside? Don't. Oh. And the fact that it suddenly decided to go full speed there screwed me over about as hard as it possibly could. We don't have enough medical beds for this, do we? Who's the most injured? Because Dragon really isn't actually that injured. Why do you do this to us, Addy? These guys won't get medicine at the moment either, and they need it. How quickly did that come around to being a problem? No, don't relax socially. Treat the one that's been shot. Treat him well, preferably. Actually, that wasn't too bad. You want to do the rest of them, please, sir? No joy time for you. Actual work, please. Why is it doing that? That's weird. Okay. Well, we ended up shooting at it again because he needed it, but I guess that's done and dusted at least. Is he still? He's not angry still, so we can ignore that. Everyone's been treated again. Hang on. Why is there a stone in someone's door? That's not going to be helping things either. Mad animal. Local dromedary is miles away. Sorry. Visitors. Yeah, that's a bit more welcome than constant issues. Right, here comes our dromedary friend. Dromedary, have a turret. Oh, for God's sake. That's a bit better. I have no idea. Kieran's cleaning up outside. I suppose that's not the end of the world, is it? Let us quickly try and see if they've got any meds we can nick. They do, and they've got chocolate. All your chocolate, all your medicine, please. I don't really have anything else I want. Get rid of that. Yeah, just a pistol. Not that interested. Just want your meds and your chocolate. Okay, so a lot of stuff not getting done. Partly it's mining, partly it's hauling. Some of that's because Addy's in bed. Some of it's because there's hauling that's, yeah, there's so much hauling that still needs doing. I think I kind of want to build a another heater in here somewhere as well, maybe around this side, because it's just still too cold. Jurgen's exhausted. He must be in the 3-hour work period, or was briefly. So these guys are now going back onto the usual med state. Who have I missed? There's one more of them. I haven't missed anyone. Okay. It's almost like we've got too big a base for the number of colonists we've got. Or just the map's so slow that that's part of it as well. I suppose it probably is a fair part of it. Takes them such a long time to reach mining sites and things like that. Addy walks from his bed round the corner and into the medical bed. Oh wow, is there still stuff? Of course there is. There's still limestone miles away that needs hauling as well. What about up here? Oh, that's still marked. No. No more far away deconstruction. Thank you very much. Could go and get some of these alien debris, but I don't think it's worth it. It's kind of a bit quicker than mining, but it's so much further away at this point. And I think I've done all the ones that were nearby. Yeah, pretty much. How are we doing for meds? 10. It's not so bad. Not so bad. It's just the least efficient colony in the world. So what are we missing in this place? A tool cabinet, that's fairly... needs to be a... don't think we have anything that counts as a workbench yet, do we? It's like, I don't think... does a... It's interesting. Maybe you guys can answer that. Does a kitchen, a stove, count as a workbench? Because if it does, that could be potentially valuable. Have a tool cabinet like in the corner there, something like that. Speed up our cooking. Do we have... what's this? We don't actually have whatever. I've never even seen these used for anything, but we don't have them, so I'm going to put some down in the middle, because why the hell not? Is that more hauling or more mining? More mining. We do need more mining because we need to finish those turrets. Even though it means primarily... is there anyone else we can get to do mining? Dragon will, if there's not other things to do. But there's repairing... or is it hauling? It's all the hauling. Kieran's going to be cleaning. Let's also... put Kieran on mining. I know the mining skill is terrible, but everyone's mining skill is terrible, except for Addy's, who's pretty good at it, but then gets angry every time he's away from the base. Dragon is still hauling. Suppose that's appropriate, actually. If the stuff's up there, it's up there. Critical alert! It's not a critical alert. It's not a critical... I thought Kieran... oh no, Dragon was our only person that's unharmed. Cool. I thought for a second that Kieran had just picked that up, but no, we're all good. Need to turn the power off on the turret. I want to do something about our power room at some point. Build one of those dual battery chambers that I've had previous series, because I think they work kind of nice. We really should consider opening up the back of this base. I know I've been against it, but I think it is worth considering, just because there's steel like there, not all the way up there. There's probably not that much steel there, but it's steel. Some of the music they've added to this game is pretty cool. Like very, very Firefly vibes, which is pretty fitting. So this side is reasonably warm, but it's only just getting cold outside. I have to check the temperature. I love how they always play chess against themselves. There's 2 chairs for a reason. Research hasn't been touched. That's because Addy's doing the mining. Wow, yeah, that's right. You build that isolated door first. We got the whole harvest done without something going wrong. That's not something I can often say happens. 16 herbal meds. We're plush. And 4 normal proper meds. It's crazy town. And the only joy things we have is a billiards table. Trader, cool. And we don't have the cloth to make that, so I need to keep an eye out for some cloth from a trader. Or consider growing some. But 8th of winter, that's not going to happen for a while unless we expand our little growing zone. I'm tempted at some point to stagger the meds a bit too, so that there's always some growing. So if there's some big incident, it doesn't sort of wipe out everything at a terrible time. We're constantly getting an influx. Oh. Okay, where are they? We need to get as much done as possible. And I haven't actually set... oh, this is going to get interesting. Because that is a lot of dudes. And that is a lot of Muffalo. I guess it's time to get some work done in the base. We haven't even set any restricted zones as well, so... I like the fact that it's already made one for me, but unfortunately, that is not a particularly good one. So, this one, this is all acceptable. Yes, you will be allowed into your bedrooms, and you will be allowed to get medical treatment. I am not harsh, I am not callous, I will allow these things. And then, given that I'm going to want to be doing some mining while these guys are here, let's also allow them down this area. And as long as I don't screw up what I allow, even if I screw up how I mine, that shouldn't make any there's a hole there I've got to be aware of. It doesn't look like it goes outside, so let's just add a bunch of this. That looks alright. I don't want anyone to be allowed in there. That's just going to have to grow on its own. I don't think anything's near harvest, so no, it's halfway grown. Plenty of time. In which case, it is time to go raid wargs on everybody. Get the hell inside, folks. And an eclipse as well, just for good measure. You guys going to come inside, or are you going to fight the Muffalo? That is the question. What you got? They're going to fight the Muffalo. Good stuff. At least we get to watch a ruck while our guys chill inside. I should really set them up with some things to do quickly, shouldn't I? Because at the moment, all they can do is move the few things I've asked them to and cut that. So what do we really want them to do? I could get them some of them smoothing floors, thinking about it. Yeah, so I would have to remove the floor first. Which is fine. Okay, a fight we shall see. While they remove the floors. And maybe do some mining. And probably chill out a bit. Hopefully the batteries last long enough. Oh, is there anything I can turn off quickly? Yeah. Someone turn that off for me. That's not needed. It's just going to be using up power. Addy can actually get some research done, so that's pretty cool. I think that's the only thing we can legitimately turn off inside that's going to make any difference. We can't get anything else to turn off, so let's watch the Muffalo fight. Oh yeah. Muffalo warfare. These guys might do alright, you know. They might actually kill all the Muffalo for me and just provide me with a massive stack of meat. They've lost one person. All the Muffalo are charging after one person. These guys are really bad at helping each other. What are they doing? Moving. Just moving. Okay, and as they're removing the floor, they can smooth the floor. This fight's become a little more silly, I have to say. It started off well, and now it's just lots of guys meleeing for no apparent reason. I imagine they'll probably get pretty angry with me for that. Well, they didn't win, but with... Ooh. This is risky. But I think worthwhile. I think we can get out and back in again in time. Yeah, I definitely can, and I think this would buy us a fair bit of favour, or potentially a new recruit, depending on whether we want to wind up Unclestown. But hey, it's the right thing to do. Cool, that's a little bit more controlled and sensible. Let's continue smoothing what floor we can. I've actually done a remarkable amount of it already. The Muffalo are just going to, what, come and stand around outside? Yep. Yep. Okay, let's get rid of these. There's going to be plenty here. Mayo. Guest. Gets food. Should really be using herbal meds, but... Indeed, and that also means that Kieran does the treatment. Which, for some reason, pressing fast forward with these guys outside really kind of doesn't make me feel great, in honesty. They also make a really stupid noise. What the hell? That's a bit unnecessary. Yep. Out there might be a bit less stupid, and some mining down the back here I think is also a good idea, although that will interrupt Addy and his research progress. Maybe some construction inside is what we need then. If we have the materials for it. We've got 529. Yeah, that's in there. Oh, and let's also, while I'm here, let's clean up this area and get them to shift it all down here. Let's move that to there. We got our heater down here. Cool. Let's set the target temperature to something a bit more sensible. What are we on? 17, I think. 18, 18. Okay. 18. Makes some sense. Those guys can continue to make funny noises outside. We have now run out of power, which is a bit of a shame, but that was always going to happen. The eclipse should end pretty soon. Oh, they even managed to fit us my orbital beacon, finally. Need to get rid of the one outside, but yeah. Go on, let's have an end to this eclipse, so at least we've got power indoors to do a bit more of the stuff, because we can't cook otherwise. Mick is really bad at smoothing floors. Oh, where is it? Floors. Smooth the rest. Is this? Oh, it's already. Must designate rough stone to. Oh, that's annoying. So, in some areas in there, I can't smooth it because it's actually something else. I don't know what's under there. It's deselect. What is it? Gravel. I can't smooth gravel and I can't smooth sand. So I'll have to use some actual floor material for that. What do you reckon? Beauty of 2? Smooth floor, we don't even know. Silver tile, I would imagine, is pretty attractive. Silver and steel, right, we should probably sterilize some of our rooms as well. I didn't even realize this stuff was in here. Someone pointed out in the comments, like, oh, we'll find those things go away quicker if you've got sterile floors. I'm like, sterile floors? What the hell are sterile floors? There you go. Those are sterile floors. I don't want to waste our metal building floors in here, however, when we've got turrets outside that need building. So I guess people are just going to do a lot of socializing and maybe be a bit happier because of it. And a lot of hauling. We can do something this side, I think. We've got enough wood, maybe, to get some other stuff. We've got sculptors and tailoring. Do we want everything in the one room, is another question. Like, just pack this room out with all the stuff. Because I don't think this stuff is particularly... let's have a look. Wood and hand tailoring bench. Beauty... Yeah, it doesn't have a beauty impact, so... There's an element there of... how much faster is the electric? Oh, it can work without electricity at 40% of normal speed. That's interesting. I'd be tempted to put an electric one down then. Just because that's going to make things so much quicker. And let's start off with the idea of having everything tucked into this one room, so they're spending a lot of time together, kind of socializing and generally cheering each other up, hopefully. Don't do it. You're going to, aren't you? Oh, my word. GG. You only have yourself to blame for that. Like, literally, I cannot be blamed. This is not the most scary thing going on at the moment, if I'm honest. I wonder, does it get into a fight with the muffalo? Or does it just hang around outside the base going... Rrr. It just hangs around outside the base making that funny noise, doesn't it? To add to the cacophony that is outside. It goes away if I go up here. And we can just hear dromedary noise for some reason, but then I can't see what's going on. Hypothermia? Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, does it? Oh, that's what I should have been doing. Dole, what a moron. Jürgen, can you... And Dragon, can you... Oh. For some reason he's reserved both of them. Why is Jürgen, like... Did he just throw his weapon to the ground? What happened there? What did it break? That's interesting. Anyway, there's a pump shotgun in there. Is that warm enough? No, it's not. Damn. Couple more campfires, please, folks. Oh. Okay, and now... Get rid of the campfires quickly, please, folks. Before indoors ends up really quite hot. Wow, look at the mess outside. There's blood everywhere. The hypothermia surely is going. Who was it? It's Kieran. Let's just check there's no... Alright, let's just hope there's no knock-on ramifications of that. I wonder if... I don't know if hypothermia does better with meds, so... In the interests of just hoping that it does, we'll do that. Hunter lacks weapon? Who lacks weapon now? Okay, what has Addy done with his weapon? Are they just all breaking in the cold? Or was that Addy's weapon? Yes, there are colonist idols, so what am I supposed to do about it? I suppose they could be tailoring at this point. At least one of them could be. So, what do we want? Well, Parkers, until you have 15, we're going to need to sell or get rid of some of the extras. What else are we going to want? We're going to want button-down shirts. They're nice and warm as well. Do we have 10? Cowboy hats? Dukes, I think. And what else are we missing? We're missing pants. I think that's it. Good. So someone might get onto that relatively quickly. Yep, Jurgen's straight onto it. So start now. Floors. I didn't want to use the metals. That doesn't really leave us a huge amount of options. I suppose what I could do is at least get about smoothing the rest of it. Oh, actually, smoothing the rest of it would probably be best done in the places they spend quite a lot of time, like their bedrooms. These, by the looks of things, I can at least smooth all of them. Kind of nice. When removing the floor, you do not get the wood back. So broken down solar cargo pods. I can't do anything. I'm stuck inside. I am captured by the evil man-hunting Muffalo, of all things. Human meat? Yeah, that's probably not a great idea anyway, is it? Although I believe it sells for quite a lot. So we might want to go and pick that up. Or is it... No, it's the skin that sells for quite a lot, isn't it? Right, down here... I suppose, yeah, we weren't mining because it was going to interrupt Addy researching. Are they leaving? No, they're just asleep, except for one of them. And the snow has washed away all the blood. Although, unfortunately, everything that's being left outside is slowly deteriorating because of it. Battery's potentially going to run away overnight. What are you doing? Meditating, okay. That's acceptable. Yep. Run out overnight. I guess that's because of the electric bench. Suppose we did have that eclipse as well, and we're a panel down, so it does make some sense. It'd be quite cool if you guys went away at some point, so I could get some stuff done, you know? At least they're mostly in a good mood. It does mean it gets pretty cold overnight until the solar panels come up properly. Yeah, power's a lot tighter than it was with that panel out and the electric bench instead. I haven't even got the comms console on. It's another 200 watts that we're saving. Pretty hard at work. A little bit of smoothing and clearing going on. Let's remove the remainder of the wooden floor just for neatness sake. And smooth what we can. At least this will hopefully stop the comments about smoothing the floor. We've finally had an excuse to actually finish smoothing the floor. Addie's not particularly good at researching. Worth noting. Oh, now they're gone. It looks like the manhunters might have left. There's one of them. Yep, there's another. Are they lead? Go on, off you go. Bugger off, we've had enough of you. Still got a mad drone deer outside to deal with, I think. Or has he calmed down as well by this point? Yeah, calmed down as well. I'm not coming out until these guys are off the map. Just saying. Or clearly leaving the map, I should say. There we go. So yeah, the manhunters are done. Hooray! Back to proper work, lads. No. This is something I should have thought of doing earlier. Strip. Anyone else around here that needs stripping? Yes, yes. Plenty of meat to grab. A whole bunch of stuff that needs planting. Right, what I'm actually going to do here, this is a perfect opportunity to... delete zone. Do a little... Does that delete the whole zone? It did. That's not really what I was after. Let's have a big patch now. And the idea is I'm going to have two patches and slightly offset them, basically, of the heel route. That is all nothing particularly complex, but probably worth doing. So where was I? I was allowing weaponry to be brought back into the base. We've got just about enough room in the stockpile, although it really does need extending a bit. Not a great extension for now, but once they're busy done with the other stuff, it'll help. You know what? I think this was a stupid idea. Makes sense if I've just built a second growing zone to do that, but I don't think it makes sense to hold it back at this point. Now I know that's not actually technically all within the Sunlamps area, but it will still grow, so I might as well plant there. Cool, everything looking a little bit better. Not too deadly. So turrets are really what I want them to worry about next, preferably. What's Kieran up to? Visitors from Unclestown. Yeah, the power's gone. Just with that one electrical bench and this out, we've run into trouble. Gonna have to be fixing that ASAP. Jürgen, when he's done eating, my friend, can you repair? So it needs repairing and new components. Not that helpful. Leave that here. And then you just leave rubble lying around. Why? Why would you do this? You guys got a trader? You do. Kieran? Let's go trade, see what they got. Not normally that much interesting, but they got some components and a single med. How are we doing for components? 16. That's fine. More hauling. Expand that zone. Better, although there's stuff just kicking around outside still, guys. You get it done. How are we doing for graves? Oh, we've got plenty of graves, although they still need to build a whole bunch of them. Yep, visitors are off. Addy's still mining. Of course, now we're back outside again. This tailoring here is never going to get finished, but that's fine. Wasn't a big deal. Yes, everyone with the treatment. Tempted to restrict their meds. Ooh, the sensory parasites have gone. Hey! Sensory mechanites, I should say, not parasites. Okay, we've lost the buff, but it means Addy might not get quite so wound up. Apparently, whatever I said there means pay attention to me, Google, on my phone. Of course. Something about way, apparently, is really exciting. God knows why. Sweet, so now we've got this area here that I kind of wanted to... We've still got the problem that we can't build a billiards table because we need cloth. But I just feel it kind of fits quite nicely up there. Ish. We got loads of food. Loads of food. Look at all the meat from just a pack of dead muffalos outside the base that we didn't even have to fight ourselves. Pretty bonus. So that does mean we didn't actually get a huge amount done this episode. So, yeah, because it does look like it's coming up to episode time. I suppose surviving a manhunter pack isn't the end of the world, and we had a fun little fight. Yeah, we got an extra turret. That's a good start. That's a good start. How about these ones? Okay, not so much. Not so much. Although Jurgen's on it. These are apparently next job is those turrets, which is cool. So we'll have our defences a bit more sorted as well, which is good because if we'd had a raid instead of muffalos, you know how the storyteller is, you quite easily get a raid instead of muffalos, manhunter muffalos, then things could have gone quite different, I think. Let's what did I just cancelled the building of that blooming turret because I still had it selected. Damn it! Go back to the bottom of the priority list, Mr. Turret. Enjoy. Now what I meant to do was cancel that lot and get him to, if he's going to do any more mining, he might as well mine there. It's slightly, ever so slightly closer. Cool. Everyone's asleep, I guess. Addy's up and off to mine some more. I guess this is a good enough place to call the episode as there could be. Manhunters are gone. We got a little bit done. Smooth floors, guys, like you've been asking. And we got a full harvest. We got some meds. We got plenty of food, which is kind of nice. We got some jade to do something with, make statues later down the line. Can't think of what else really happened in the episode other than I feel like we could really do with another colonist at this point. Or two, just to kind of speed things up a little bit. Still a bit slow-paced. But hey, if you found it interesting, if you enjoyed this at all, please hit like, please hit subscribe. It does really help me in the channel out. And if you didn't like it, you know where that dislike button is, but please also hit me up in the comments and let me know how I can improve and make this video a bit more interesting for you. So thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I will catch you next time.